Is it possible to tame the wild beast that is inflation through fiscal policy? Well, sit back and fasten your seatbelts as we embark on this economic journey together. At its core, fiscal policy is the government's method of managing the economy through the manipulation of spending and taxation. It's like a nation's financial thermostat, adjusting the heat when things get too cold or cooling things down when it gets too hot. Imagine a family budget, but on a much grander scale. The government, acting as the head of the household, decides where to spend money and where to pull back. In the realm of fiscal policy, spending and taxation are the two levers the government has at its disposal. When the economy is sluggish, the government might increase spending, injecting money into the system to stimulate growth. This is akin to turning up the heat on our thermostat. On the other hand, when the economy is overheating, causing prices to rise, aka inflation, the government might cool things down by reducing spending or increasing taxes. But how exactly does fiscal policy solve inflation? Here's where it gets interesting. Inflation occurs when the demand for goods and services exceeds their supply, causing prices to rise. To bring inflation under control, the government can use contractionary fiscal policy to decrease aggregate demand. This can be done by either reducing government spending or increasing taxes. Cutting back on government spending means less money circulating in the economy. Fewer government contracts and less public sector employment can lead to a decrease in overall aggregate demand. On the other hand, increasing taxes leaves individuals and businesses with less disposable income. The theory is that with less money to spend, demand for goods and services will decrease, helping to stabilize prices. But it's not just about turning the heat down, it's about finding the right balance. Too much cooling can lead to an economic slowdown or even a recession. The key to effective fiscal policy is timing and proportion. Making the right adjustments at the right time can help steer the economy towards a path of steady, sustainable growth. In conclusion, contractionary fiscal policy is a powerful tool in the government's arsenal to combat inflation. By adjusting spending and taxation, the government can influence aggregate demand and, in turn, control price levels. However, like any tool, it must be used wisely and with a deep understanding of the complexities of the economy. So the next time you hear about inflation in the news, remember the role of fiscal policy and the delicate balancing act it plays in keeping our economy on an even keel.